Hey, Mike Lake here with another quick tip. This one is about rhythm, and it comes from my latest book, Rhythm Savvy, because I happen to believe that a musician's sense of time and rhythm is of the utmost importance. You know, I think you can be a really good musician and not play as in tune or less than perfectly in tune. You can have less than perfect tone, less than perfect range if you're a wind player, but you got to have a solid sense of time. So then the question is, how do you work on your time? And we all have metronomes now that we all have phones, and you can get a metronome app on the phone and you can work with that. But the thing about the metronome, any metronome, whether it's the old pendulum or whatever it may be, it's always a steady click. You can make it faster, you can make it slower, you can play, you know, eighth notes on top of this quarter note, but it's always a steady click. So for my book, I have a lot of exercises on how to develop your sense of time, and one of them that I especially like is what I call the maniacal metronome, because this is a metronome that doesn't just do steady clicks. This is a metronome, while it keeps the steady flow of rhythm, if you will, the clicks per bar are different. There's 3 clicks per bar, there's 4, there's 5, there's 6, there's 7, and then I got really tricky and I took a few clicks out here and there. So what it's doing is forcing you to keep your flow of time, but it's not making it easy. It's not just giving it to you all at once. And I want to demonstrate a little bit about this, but I have a post on my site with the 3 maniacal metronomes I built, and it's a little bit like Goldilocks. The first one is pretty easy, second one is medium hard, and the third one is challenging. And I'm going to give you a little demonstration of this, but if you go to the link below, you will see how to get to that post. So to give you an example, and what I've done on the first and second one is I've put a kick on the steady 4 for a while, just to kind of give you a sense, even when the click starts to go funky, and then that kick, when the click starts to go funky, and then the kick drum fades out, and you're kind of on your own to hear where the flow of the tempo is. So on the first one, it's pretty simple. It's just between 4 beats to a bar and 3 beats, so it's just dividing it between the two. I give you a count off.
3, 4.
You get the idea. And you can hear now the kick goes away. So that, for most musicians, that should be pretty simple, but if it's not, great place to start. The second one, a little trickier, sounds like this.
1, 2, 3.
A little faster. Right? You can hear it gets a little tricky. The third one is for our advanced students. A little faster. You get the idea? They're about maybe a minute or so long, and don't always start at the beginning because it starts to be predictable. If you've done this a while, start somewhere in the middle, and it always returns to 4 clicks, but then it goes haywire at some point. So use this as an exercise, not only to build your sense of rhythm, but to kind of get a feel for where you are. Can you keep up with that number 2, or is that a struggle for you? And I think that'll be a good indication of where you're at with your time. So good luck with that.